What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am thoroughly aware that we are lacking posting new episodes and getting content out to you guys. I apologize. I take full responsibility for this, but I do have a couple good excuses if you want to hear them really quick. I've been moving my family into a new beautiful home. I got married, and real estate has been so crazy, so out of control crazy. So I apologize that our videos have been lacking, but we're gonna get back into it. So if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and you'll get notified when a new episode hits. Thank you to everyone who's supporting us with the phone calls, text messages, emails. So much love goes out to you, so thank you, thank you. But without further ado, let's get into this episode. We're gonna be talking about interest rates, the effect it's having on the market, why the market is the way that it is, and if now is a good time for you to purchase a home amidst all the chaos. So if these are some of your questions, stay tuned and let's go check it out. We all know that home ownership is better than no home ownership, but very few people fully understand the numbers and what it all means. Brace yourself, because what I'm about to kind of explain to you might sting a little bit, but if you could just in the back of your mind, keep reminding yourself, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. Because it is gonna be okay, especially if you're informed and aware. Okay, so here's the situation. Interest rates are historically low, but the purchase price of the homes are astronomically high. And I know you're thinking to yourself, is it still okay for me to buy a house in this chaotic market? And it's a great question. It's a question that I get almost every single day. Unfortunately, in order to give you a good answer, I have to respond to your question with a couple more questions. First off, I would need to know where you're moving to. With COVID opening so many work from home positions, people are feeling inspired to move to, locations of the country that they didn't always have an opportunity to move to. Places like St. George are an insanely hotspot destination. It's opened up the floodgates. People are moving here faster than we can maintain. When I talk to people moving here from bigger cities and they look at the home prices, even though for us it feels like they're astronomical, they still are not batting an eye at the prices because they are still so much lower than where they just came from. With locations like this being the fastest growing city in the nation, top 10 for over 10 years now, we're just gonna keep growing and home prices are just gonna keep rising. That's not to say that we don't have peaks and lows in the market, because every market is gonna fluctuate. We might see a drop, it might be a significant drop. I'm not as concerned about it here as I would be in other places. So that would be the first conversation that I would have. Where are you moving to? My next question to you would be, do you have a home to sell? Because this is super important. If you have a home to sell and prices are so high that you're getting ready to make $400,000 more on the sale of your home than you would have made a year or 2 years ago, you have $400,000 that you just cashed in on because of the market. So that extra $400,000 could go into your new home, and that new home would have to depreciate in value $400,000 for you to break even. The profit versus the risk that you're taking, in a way, kind of gives you some wiggle room because they can counterbalance each other. This is especially true if you're going to be downsizing. My last last question to you would be, are you financing? This doesn't really matter a whole lot, but it does have an impact. And if you're in a position to pay all cash for your property, my recommendation would be that it would be smarter for you to wait. You're telling me I've written 57 offers and lost every single one of them to an all-cash offer. And now we're finding out all cash offers are not what we are supposed to be doing? Before you have a Britney Spears 2007 meltdown, let me explain. Love you, Brit, huge supporter. Okay, so yes, right now you almost always have to have all cash in order to lock up a property. But it's really not that crazy. See, people are using all cash to be able to get the property under contract and purchase it, but then they're turning around and they're putting a mortgage on the property and taking advantage of the low interest rates. I can get my clients the money that they need to be able to make an all cash offer, and then they turn around, get a mortgage, and pay the money back. Now this opens a whole other can of worms, and I really want to stay on track, so let's keep moving forward. So when I ask you the question of, is this going to be financed? Eventually, is this going to be financed? And if the answer is yes, then you could take advantage of the low interest rates and still be okay. If the answer is no, and you're using all cash, my answer would be, if you can wait, I would recommend that you wait. But let's understand why. The reason prices have gone up so quickly is because people can afford to pay more for the same house because interest rates are lower. The interest rate being the variable. Let's look at the numbers. Say you bought a house for $500,000. Don't consider what your down payment was, if you have PMI, your insurance, or your taxes. Let's just look at purchase price. And let's say, for example, your rate when you bought the $500,000 home was 7%. Your monthly payment would be $3,327 just for the principal of the loan. Now, let's just change the interest rate. And instead of 7%, your interest rate is now 3%. Your monthly payment drops to $2,108. That's over $1,200 a month difference for the same house, same purchase price, different interest rate. So you're paying, in the scenario above, $3,300 a month for the house you're living in now. But now rates have dropped a lot and the market's crazy and you can't lock up a house and you need to move because of a job transfer. Question: how much could you pay over the asking price but still maintain your monthly budget of $3,300 a month for the same house? The answer is, for a quote-unquote $500,000 house with the interest rate being so low, you could potentially offer up to $800,000 and still be within budget of $3,300 a month. That's what kind of impact interest rates have on purchase price. Now, the combination of low inventory and historically low interest rates has created this perfect storm. People can pay more for the same house without breaking their monthly budget. And that's what's going on here. But the point is, purchase prices are high because interest rates are low. So if you're paying all cash, you don't care about interest rates. You care about purchase price. And there it is, my friends. That's why I would say to wait if you're paying all cash for a property. Wait till the market dips a little bit if you're looking at making the best investment possible. There's still several more aspects, to it, but I hope this kind of helps wrap your head around what's going on in the market and if it's a good time for you to buy. If you're taking advantage of the low interest rates, I say yes. It still makes sense, especially if you're moving to high demand areas that are growing rapidly, where property values are going to continue to increase. I would also add, as an extra kicker to all of this, if you're planning on staying in the property long term, you're not going anywhere, this isn't just a pit stop, this is your forever home, absolutely, it still totally makes sense. I am super passionate about finances, so I'm gonna make lots of other videos about finances, especially when it comes to homeownership. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I will respond to you when I can. I hope I answered all of your questions and made you feel a little better about maybe still considering purchasing a home in today's market, or maybe you just purchased a home and are a little anxious about it. I hope I kind of eased your nerves about it, but I actually have a question for you. And my question would be, what is gonna happen when interest rates start rising? Leave your answer on what you think is gonna happen or the impact that it will have. I'm super interested to see all of your comments, so please comment below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week. Ben McAfee always takes really good care of my clients. Click the application link in the description below to see if you can get pre-qualified to purchase a home. If you have any questions about the episode you just watched, leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe to our channel. See you next week.